Good morning. My name is Steve Elliott, Director of Pastoral Ministries and Church Planting here at Kingswood University. This morning I had the great privilege of speaking in chapel, and we were preaching about the cross. We used as our key verse out of 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18, that the preaching of the cross is foolishness to those who do not believe, but to those of us who do believe, it's the power of the gospel. The Apostle Paul says, "May I never boast in anything except the cross of Christ." We had 5 points this morning. We talked about the cross as a cruel object, a cursed object, a killing object, but then we moved into the celebration of it, which is that the cross is also God's chosen object to bring about our redemption. And finally, that because of what Jesus accomplished on the cross is now a celebrated object. And by way of application at the very end, we talked about how important it is that we who are Christians not dishonor the cross by the way that we live our lives. In Hebrews chapter 6 and Hebrews chapter 10, it talks about the importance of not re-crucifying Christ again because of the way that we're living. The second application had to do with making sure that in both of our preaching and in our evangelizing, that we be sure to emphasize the importance of the cross. We hope you'll come visit Kingswood University sometime. We would love to have you here. God bless.
1 Corinthians 1:18 says that there's power in the cross. He talked about at the end, one of his application points was to remember that the cross is something that we should not diminish, but to emphasize when we use either in preaching or evangelizing, to remember that the cross was a chosen object in which Christ died.
This morning in chapel, Dr. Elliott was sharing how we view the cross. As a much younger man, I did view the cross as foolishness. Now I see the truth and the love and the pain that's there. And now, more than 30 years later, I'm at college learning what the cross really means so that I can go out and teach others.